Hi, and very good morning to you all, and welcome to this particular course on. We're going to discuss today on the topic on the business model canvas. And today in the business model canvas, we're going to apply this business model canvas to this particular problem statement where it is called smart refill station, zero waste retail model. So we're going to see in detail how we're going to apply the business model canvas in this particular scenario. So a little bit about what is a smart refill station. Smart refill station is a technology-enabled zero waste retail model. It's a retail model where the customers are actually refilling the daily use products. So just imagine you have a shampoo, you have a soap, you have oil and all this stuff. So instead of going and purchasing in a store, they want to refill themselves. Through smart dispensing stations, which are located in supermarkets and residential areas. So this is the concept. So you want to apply the business model canvas to this particular concept here. Okay, so smart refilling stations. And as you know, that business model canvas consists of 9 segments, starting with the customer segment, the channels, the key partners, the key activities, value proposition, customer relationship and key resources, cost structure, as well as the revenue stream. These are actually the complete elements of the business model canvas, and we're going to apply to this particular scenario. Next, what we're going to see is the customer segment. This is the first aspect of business model canvas, where we're going to see what are the customer segment, what we know about the customer here. First of all, these are eco-conscious customers because they want to reduce the plastic, so they want to refill it. So eco-conscious customers. They are also millennials and Gen Z. So this is the category of customers who were born after 1990 as well as 2000. They are actually very passionate about digital experiences, and these are primarily urban households where getting communities, they see convenient bulk refill access. And also buyers, B2B buyers. For example, if we talk about hostels and small restaurants, these are also the relevant customer segments here for this particular concept. Next is the value proposition. If you talk about the value proposition, these are the value proposition here. Plastic-free shopping is one. Second, pay only for what you use. So this is a very strong value proposition here. Instead of paying for whatever you buy, you pay only for whatever you use. So it's a real saving for the customers, and it is a very smart digital experience. We have this IoT dispensers to control through IoT and QR codes and mobile apps, and then we have quality at a very high quality products which are competing with the traditional retail products and are coming up with a very high quality. Now, what are the channels and the customer relationships? So these are the ways where how do we reach the customers. For example, we're talking about partner retail stores, and in big apartments, we're going to install them, and then you're going to use aggressively social and digital media marketing, as well as smart refill also in supermarkets. Now, how do we keep them engaged? This is actually the customer relationships. For loyalty programs for purchases, sustainable purchases, subscription-based refill plans, and as well as community sustainable campaigns, self-service digital platform. These are some of the ways where you're going to engage the customers and keep them completely relevant to the product. And what are the revenue streams? Where we are going to see 5. One is the product sales directly from the through the groceries and all this stuff. Next is the subscriptions model, where we offer monthly refilling plans based on the convenience as well as the predictable occurring revenue. Brand commissions, where we want to partner with eco-friendly brands and get the commissions, where we want to position these products also into this refilling ecosystem. And then franchisee fees from retail partners, where they're going to operate the smart refilling license. Using this license, they're going to pay the franchisee fees. And the fifth model of the revenue stream is actually the advertising, this one, where on the eco-friendly brands, we're going to sponsor and promotions. We're going to place the placements. Advertisements are going to get placed. Now, what are the key resources here? IoT smart dispensers, because the IoT controlled Internet of Things control smart dispenser. Then we have this mobile application and cloud, which is a very important key resource, which is actually going to power the customer experience and also with the help of data analytics. The supply chain network is a very key resource again, where we have the warehouses as well as the vehicles, the logistics parts, as well as the products. Then we have the brand partnerships, a very key resource. We want to partner with very sustainable product manufacturers and retail supermarkets. And what are the key activities? These are some of the key activities which you want to see. What do we do as they maintain and operate refill stations, develop and update the mobile app, and then manage the supply chain? And these are some of the key activities. And who do we work with? The key partners, as I told you already, retail supermarkets and apartments. And then we have this IoT technology providers. We have NGOs, which is very interesting, sustainable NGOs. And then, as usual, we have this eco-friendly product manufacturers. And this is the cost structure where you can see the product procurement is taking the highest percentage category of cost here. Then we have this technology because it is completely digitally enabled, and machine installation and maintenance. We are talking about the refill dispenser, and then the logistics and distribution is also a very critical part, and then employee salary operations. So these are the cost structures for this particular operations. And let us talk about the competitive advantage here. So we have this first mover advantage because zero waste retail actually nobody is there. So it is giving a very good first mover advantage. And then we have this technology driven experience where we want to use QR codes, mobile apps, and IoT dispensers, and then sustainable brand positioning, which is a very, very important competitive advantage, which is going to resonate deeply with eco-conscious customers and environmental, social, and governance focused partners. And then the packaging cost is also going to significantly come down when compared to the traditional models. And thank you very much for patiently listening. Thank you very much.